Hey friends, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my top tips to remain grounded as a Vata predominant dosha on a raw food diet. This video in general is going to serve you well if you have trouble staying grounded on a raw vegan diet. Be sure to check the link in the description and you can get access to a free mini ebook, Raw Food Ayurveda Volume 1, with 10 low-fat raw vegan recipes and lots of tips for your dosha so that you can succeed and remain balanced on a raw vegan diet, whether you're Vata, Pitta, or Kapha predominant. And if you don't know what those are, then it's still a great recipe book for you that will help inspire you to stay on a raw vegan diet and improve your health. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 tips to stay grounded on a raw vegan diet. So if you're having trouble staying grounded on a raw vegan diet, then you're definitely going to want to continue watching this video. Tip number 1 is to establish a solid morning routine. Now, I don't advise you just get up and immediately look at your phone and get on social media. That would be a very ungrounding way to start your day, or to just go straight into your day. On the contrary, if you practice an intentional morning routine, then you're gonna feel a lot more grounded. I recommend taking time to meditate, give yourself a Reiki self-treatment if you have Reiki, do breath work, review affirmations, write a gratitude list, do a journaling exercise, practice visualization, take time to work with your vision board, create a vision board and spend time reviewing what's on your vision board every day. Write down your goals for the day, your goals for the week, for the month, for the year, and review those. I'll share my exact morning routine in a future video. Definitely comment down below if that's something you're interested in seeing. My next tip is to exercise, move your body. This helps so much with staying grounded, with staying embodied, developing strength, developing self-awareness and body awareness and a connection to your body. Find a type of exercise that you like and do that every single day. For Vata, especially gentle yoga, yin yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, gentle walking as well, hiking, being in nature. You don't want anything that's too vigorous, but something that's actually going to draw you inward. Tip number 3 is to make sure you're eating enough. Check out the link in the description and you can figure out how many calories you need. You calculate this number by taking your goal weight and multiplying it by your activity level, and you'll get a general idea of how many calories you need to be eating every day. Then I recommend that you track a day of your food intake in chronometer.com. I will also link that below so you can use that as your food diary and see if you are meeting your goal, if you're exceeding it, if you're maybe falling under your goal. You definitely want to make sure you're eating enough food. I know that is one of the biggest cravings triggers possible. Which leads us to tip number 4, track your macros as well. If you're using chronometer.com, then you will automatically be able to track your macros as well. Check in and see what your calorie ratio is, what percentage of your calories is coming from carbs, fat, protein. I know the question that I get a lot of the time and the comment that I hear is that I'm Vata dominant and I am craving lots of cooked grains, I'm craving lots of fats. And by taking into account and looking at what is your actual calorie macro ratio, you will know, oh, I'm only eating 20% carbohydrates. You know, that's why I'm craving cooked grains. Or I'm eating 5% of calories from fat. Maybe I should add some more fat. It's a great idea to get honest with yourself, see how many calories you're eating, and see the calorie breakdown as far as your macros are concerned. If you're craving fat, make sure you're eating healthy fats every single day and find the fat percentage that works for you. It could be anywhere between 5 to even 25% if you are a really tiny wisp of a Vata and need a lot of balancing. If you're craving cooked grains, then make sure you're eating plenty of healthy carbohydrates in the form of fruit. And tip number 5, our final tip, is to establish an evening routine. So you establish your morning routine, you also want to establish an evening routine. And I will share with you a new part of my evening routine, which I'm finding is really beneficial for sleep and establishing a regular circadian rhythm, is these glasses, which I will put on now. They make me look very cool and hipster, I think. They're really dirty, so I'm gonna take those off so I can actually see. And those glasses block blue light. So they're great if you're gonna be using your phone, your computer, watching TV in the evening, which many of us do. They will block the blue light out and help regulate your hormones in your sleep, and so that you're not feeling very wired at the end of the day, which is really important. We want to be calming down and grounding and feeling ready for a night of deep rest and sleep. I also suggest for Vata to take a hot bath, use Epsom salts, put some essential oils in your bath water, really take the time to relax. If you're taking a shower, use a nourishing body scrub. I also recommend giving yourself a self-oil massage with a warming oil like sesame oil. You can buy an Ayurvedic oil if you're into that. Or you can add some warming, soothing, sweet essential oils to a carrier oil. Best essential oils for Vata include cinnamon, camphor, eucalyptus, bergamot, sandalwood, rose, and jasmine. Think sweet and soothing for Vata dosha. I also recommend taking some time to journal before bed. At the very least, jot down a few things that you're grateful for. And if you're thinking, Taylor, I don't have anything to be grateful for, well, be grateful that you have a bed to sleep in, that you have some warm covers over yourself, that you were able to take a bath, that you're able to watch this video and you have an internet connection and you have some kind of device on which to connect to the internet and watch this video. So these are all good things to be grateful for. Take note of what you're grateful for. Do a little journaling. Do any other kind of spiritual practice that nourishes you. Prayer, meditation. Again, Reiki if you have Reiki. You can go over your affirmations again. Then read a good book. Cuddle with your partner. Cuddle with yourself, your pet. Give yourself some love, and ensure that you're getting enough sleep every night in a dark, quiet room. Use an eye mask if you need an eye mask. Use earplugs. Make sure it's cool enough, but also if you're Vata, make sure you have either plenty of clothes on or some really nice warm covers to keep you warm all night long. So just to review, my top 5 tips for staying grounded as Vata dosha on a raw vegan diet. Tip number 1, establish a solid morning routine. Tip number 2, exercise. Establish that in your morning routine. Tip number 3, eat enough. Track what you eat. Tip number 4, also track your macros and see where you're at with carbs, proteins, and fats. Adjust those if necessary by adding in more healthy fats or more healthy carbs via fruit. And tip number 5, establish a solid evening routine. What are your best tips for balancing Vata dosha? What are your best tips for staying raw if you are Vata dosha? I would love to hear what keeps you grounded as Vata Dosha on a raw vegan diet. So be sure to comment down below. Again, check out my free mini ebook, Raw Food Ayurveda Volume 1. You can get 10 raw food Ayurveda recipes in there and lots more tips and information for your dosha. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, subscribe and click the bell for notifications so you know every time I post a new video. Much love to you. Namaste.